Well, Chuck Schumer got terrible news this week. Could be career ending, as a matter of fact. What is it? Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Dr. Ken Henry, and this is Conservative Commentary, where we spread the MAGA message. Hey, if you don't mind, if you would, do me a favor and like the video, share the video, comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel. This really helps us grow and get the message out. Well, Chucky caved on the budget bill and stood in the well of the Senate and announced that he was going to vote for the budget bill, even though all the Democrats in the House voted against it and most of his party in the Senate were on the same page. But he declared that he was doing so out of this sense of duty to the country and to keep Donald Trump from getting more power than he already had. That didn't sell very well among his constituents. What he was really afraid of, in my opinion, was the Schumer shutdown, as it had come to be called. And he didn't want that legacy to stain his marvelous record. Well, Chuck just got some terrible news. A poll released this week showed that AOC, yes, that brilliant congresswoman from New York City, had a 19-point lead among New York voters in a potential primary matchup. Oh, my word. Ocasio-Cortez went around the country with Bernie Sanders screaming and yelling about oligarchies and how the Democratic Party needed to step up and play a better game and protect people.
While it's not an election year, AOC is saying she's here sharing in the frustration of seeing people in power tear down or refuse to fight for everyday Americans.
And we are here, most importantly, because we know that a better world is possible.
The progressive politician did not just call out Republicans.
We need a Democratic Party that fights harder for us, too.
And she also declared that Schumer had committed almost high treason when he voted for the bill.
Allowing Donald Trump to take even much more power via a government shutdown is a far worse option.
I think it is a huge slap in the face, and I think that there is a wide sense of betrayal.
Well, now, Chucky, the Roosters have come home to rest, and it looks like you're going to have a problem continuing your career. You may just be put out to pasture. I'm using a lot of barnyard analogies today. Take a look at this clip from Fox News, and please share your thoughts in the comments.
So there's a new survey out on the greatest political battle royale that we're all waiting for. And that's the matchup between AOC and Chuck Schumer. If AOC decides to take on, in a primary, the sitting minority leader in the United States Senate, Chuck Schumer, it is going to be maybe the final undoing of the Democrat Party. In Politico, the survey by liberal firm Data Progress, which first shared with
So you got Data from Progress sharing with Politico their results.
Yeah. Found 55% of Democrats of likely voters said they supported and leaned towards supporting AOC, while 36% backed or leaned towards Senator Chuck Schumer. 9% were undecided. Anyway, so that is a gulf of whatever that is, almost 20 points.
Yeah.
That AOC would trounce Chuck Schumer in a New York primary.
So this is one of the dangers of staying too long, of not exiting, stage right while you're still on top. And Chuck Schumer, has been there a long time. And I have always said, do not underestimate. People write me, by the way, they think that I support AOC. I don't like AOC, but I can recognize raw talent.
Yep.
Raw political talent when I see it. AOC is a person who understands her base, who understands the leftist populist streak that runs through that party. She understands social media. She has a massive following. She speaks, she took a page off of Donald Trump, by the way, speaking directly to the people, not having to go through the media all the time, although the media is very friendly to her. And she should not be underestimated. If this matchup happened, that I believe that poll is right. Yeah. I believe she would win. And that shows a major generational shift in battle that's happening right now in the Democrat Party.
I think the poll numbers are even lower than it actually is.
Maybe.
Data for Progress is a liberal firm. They say 55%. But you talk about recognizing raw political talent. You can also recognize a major political move when it happens. And when Chuck Schumer voted to keep the government open, I think that's when AOC saw the moment
opening
to strike, and that's why you saw her on the out in the country doing her town hall stuff with Bernie Sanders, trying to really fire that.
And that's Bernie handing over the torch to her for that wing of the party, no question.
And never forget that AOC launched her career by taking out the number 3, the third most powerful Democrat in the House, and nobody saw her coming. Nobody thought it would happen.
And she embraced being a socialist, out and proud. I mean, she was the first one to take the mask off and say, this is who I am. I'm a socialist. And, other than Bernie Sanders, nobody else dared to do that. After that, you saw a ton more, the Squad, and now others embracing that. And so I think in some ways, it's great. Yeah. We'll have a debate, a fair debate where they're not pretending to be constitutionalists. They're the socialists versus the common sense MAGA Trump party. That's a battle we can all talk about.
It's definitely the most fascinating storyline to watch right now in the Democratic Party.